DC the beat man. DC the beat man.
So epic.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, as usual. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. And as you can see, we got my guy, Chris, here. Now, this is a different Chris, though. And, be more specific. Let's go ahead and get our names up here, Chris. Chris, how's everything going with you, baby?
Good. Real good. You know it, brother. Everything's going excellent. Smooth, brother. Smooth.
That's good. I like the glasses, by the way. I like the glasses.
Thank you.
Those new?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's cool. I like those. Those smooth. I need to get some new glasses myself at some point in time. I like these. These are good. Don't get me wrong. These transitions of love. I get a couple compliments here and there, but I kind of want to go like the Dwayne Wayne ones. The ones that flip up. Like I kind of want to go with those next. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I might see how it goes. But ladies and gentlemen, this is not a fashion show. This is sports. As you can see, I got my Boston Red Sox on, and maybe depending on how the conversation goes, I might take off the Boston Red Sox and show you what this blue shirt looking like, because it is. We'll talk about it another time of the day. Chris, we got some good topics to talk about here, though. Ladies and gentlemen, if you peep again, his name is called Christian Graham, and we are talking about Brandon Graham. That's right. We got Philly ties, ladies and gentlemen. We got a Philly connection here. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, the Philadelphia Eagles NFL team, only undefeated one left. Like, it's pretty wild. Okay, Jalen Hurts been doing his thing. The offense has been really kicking. Okay, AJ Brown out there doing his thing. But the defense has been pretty stout. Like, that is nothing to really scoff at. So, Chris, let me ask you this, bro. How proud are you of your cousin so far? Because again, the defense has been stout, but more specifically, let's talk about Brandon real quick. How proud have you been of him so far?
I'm very proud of my cousin. I'm glad he's doing his thing. God has pretty much pushed him and told him to do his best. And guys also believed in him. I believed in my cousin. My dad believes in him. My whole family believes in him. And on top of that, he's done his best, and he keeps doing what he's doing. And I'm proud of my cousin for that, to be honest. I got nothing but love for him.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. And we also we got to do him some service. This is Brandon Graham, ladies and gentlemen. 6'2", 265. Damn. Like, yo, let me hold on. We gotta do this real quick. Like, I am 6'2", 6'3" on a good day. I'm nowhere close to 265. That's tough. Yo, y'all family out there breeding like that? That's crazy, Chris. That's crazy. Like, it's something in the Graham family. But like, yo, that's wild. I need to figure out what's his workout program. Now, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, they are undefeated thus far. So, we got a couple of W's. We'll see how the rest of the season shake, though, because it's going to be a long season. But you can see Brandon's stats. I almost said your name, Chris. I almost gave you some NFL credentials. But, yeah, you can see his stats right here. 16 total sacks. Like, that's not bad. 8 assists. Total tackles, 8 assists, 8 solo tackles, 3 sacks. Like, come on now, bro. That's pretty. That's not bad. Especially again with this defense being the way it is. Like, on a different team, he might have higher numbers. So I ain't mad at him. I'm not mad at him at all. And then let's check over here. And see what we got right here. These are all his stats thus far for his career. Age 34. So when he came into the league, we were just starting. At least I was just starting out college, which is crazy. It seems like he's had a pretty productive career, and he's been with the Eagles his entire career. So model of consistency right there. Because in the NFL, it's not easy to stay with one team. A lot of people leave. Again, Chris McCaffrey just left. He was the star of my Panthers. So it's not easy to stay with the team. So I think, Chris, this is a lot to be proud of, bro. Like, I can't fault you. I can't fault your family at all, because again, it's not even like you're riding the coattails of this man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's worked hard. He had a pretty long career, like 11, 12-year season. That's nothing to scoff at all, especially in this physical sport. So I completely understand that. Have you seen Brandon anytime soon? Like, have you seen him like recently?
I think like it was 5 or 10 weeks back. They won the championship game, and I watched him play.
Okay.
And he was doing his thing, and first one, dude tried to come and tackle the QB. Less than 5 minutes, bop! Dude, he put dude pack it. He sent him on that bus, and he was like, "It's time for you to catch the bus, man."
You talking about in the game? Okay, I was talking about in person. Have you seen Brandon in person recently?
No.
Okay, I got you. I understand. He's a busy man. You know, I'm sure he has a hectic schedule. You know, it's a long season, like we stated earlier. So I completely understand that. Now, kind of getting off on the family ties. We're going to talk about someone you do like and admire, Joe Ross. Ross. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Ross played for the Nationals. Brought us a chip, and just, you know, real quick, since the World Series just happened, right? The Astros did just beat the Phillies 4-2. Shout out to the Houston Astros. Job well done, and back-to-back champs. That's crazy. So again, you know, just want to throw that plug in right there. But Joe Ross, and let's kind of do it right. Like, we gotta, not gonna do it. Hold on, let me see one more time. There we go. I was about to say, it's just me. I'm moderator and I'm host. It's kind of crazy. But so you got Joe Ross here. That's his rookie card. People, you know, nice little signature. All right, let's see here. Born 1993. 6'4". It's not bad. All right, cool. Like I said, with the Nationals, he played 2 games. Had an ER of 5.14. IPS 6 hits.
Yep.
2 home runs. Like, it don't seem too bad. Like, what's your take of Joe Ross? Like, what makes you such a fan of Joe Ross? And I'm not gonna lie to you, Chris, when you first told me his name, I'm like, all right, I don't really know buddy like that. So I need to know from you, what makes you such a fan? Like, sell me on the idea of Joe Ross and the fans right now on Joe Ross.
When Joe was younger, right, he played baseball against my brother, and he was throwing the ball like he was throwing
had that zip
missiles.
Okay.
When he was younger. Then when he got into high school, still was throwing missiles. His brother Tyson Ross got drafted before him. Right. Then when Tyson got drafted, Tyson was playing for the Oakland A's. He got drafted and was playing. He was a free agent. Joe was, and Joe was playing for the San Diego Padres. So when Tyson found out that his brother was playing for San Diego Padres, he wanted to be on the same team as him.
Okay.
And they both were still doing their thing. And so he did what he had to do, you know. And then when he got picked up from San Diego Padres to the Nationals, he was still doing his best out there.
Okay.
And I got nothing but love for Joe. To be honest, I still believe in that dude.
What's your favorite moment of Joe Ross?
To be honest, when he put them on top, and he showed all them teams who's boss.
You talking about the National year when they won it?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So 2019. Okay, so 2019 was your favorite Joe Ross year moment. Got you. Okay. All right. Is there anybody in today's game, I guess, that might remind you of Joe Ross, or do you feel like there will never be another Joe Ross?
Don't know be another Joe Ross, because Joe Ross is still Joe Ross. You know what I mean? Joe Ross still does what he does best, you know? And Joe just would always amaze people and blow people's minds away.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I still love Joe. To be honest, I still adore him.
I gotta watch more Joe Ross tape. Then I'm not the biggest baseball fan. Y'all see the jersey up here. You know, I'm a Red Sox fan. Let's go Red Sox. But I'm not. I'm more of a baseball. I'm more of a basketball head than a baseball head. But you said Joe Ross. I'm gonna look at Joe Ross. See more tape on Joe Ross. So, ladies and gentlemen, you might see some videos about Joe Ross at a later point in time. You can thank Chris for that. So, you know, we always gotta stay abreast of it and be knowledgeable about sports. Because again, there's more to life than just basketball. There are a lot of other sports out there, and baseball is one of the oldest sports. So, I mean. You got to study it a little bit, right? And there's always drama in baseball. Hell, there's even drama with like this one particular guy named Barry Bonds, right? Like we got Barry has been a little tricky, you know, tried to become a Hall of Famer, and that's after the people found out about the steroid usage. Now he did state that he didn't know what he was using, and I know you said that earlier. My stance on it is this. You're a professional. I feel like you're supposed to know what's going into your body. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that's something I personally believe in. But I'm still a Barry Bonds fan, and I believe that Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. And to give people a little context, he is supposedly getting a nice little shake at being in the Hall of Fame. Now it's his 10th time. He'll get a shot along with Clemens and Schilling. Too bad Sammy Sosa does not. But he is getting consideration. There's a contemporary draft which will take place, so hopefully contemporary selection. So hopefully he gets selected to be able to go to the Hall of Fame. What makes you such a Barry Bonds fan?
Okay, to be honest, I'm gonna be blunt right here, right now. Barry gave me bat and gloves. He gave me an aluminum bat and a mitt. Me and my second older brother Connor, both that stuff. And he called up my pops.
You personally?
Yeah, he's known me since I was a little kid.
That's tough. So you personally know Barry Bonds?
Yeah, I've known him since I was a little kid. Me and my brother both have known him. And he's known my youngest brother since he was a baby.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild. Okay.
And so he gave me and my second older brother Connor bat and gloves, a mitt, and an aluminum bat.
Okay.
One day I had a baseball game. I was playing for the Bisons when I was younger, at the age of 7. Age of 8, I started playing for the Red Barons. He called up my dad. And I was checking my bag to make sure I had everything for my game. My dad got a call. So he goes, hey Barry, what's up? Hey Perry, where's Chris? He's getting his stuff ready for his game today. Okay, can I talk to him for a quick second? And he said, yeah, go right ahead. Chris, it's for you. Okay. Hello? And the first question I heard was, hey Chris, do you know who this is? And I said, hi Mr. Bonds, how you doing? Good, how about you? And he said to me, and I asked him, is there something I can do for you today? He said, I want you to do this one thing for me. When you play your game today, play your best and do the hard work that you can. I did that for him. I hit a triple, made a diving catch, threw a guy out at second base. I threw a missile to second, and my teammate tagged the first baseman out at second. We won the game. At the age of 8, I hit a triple for him. I still love him. I still love him, no matter what he does. And I still did my thing for him. Okay. And my dad got another call from him. And he said, hey, Barry, what's up? Hey, Perry, where's Chris? Can I talk to him real quick? I want to congratulate him on winning his game. I just walked in the door. My dad gave me a hug and said, hey, son, you got another phone call. And I said, What do you mean I got another phone call? And he handed me the phone. And I hear, go Red Barons. Way to your thing, Chris. I'm proud of you. God bless you, and you keep doing your best. Right. I want you to know I'm so proud of you and what you've done this season. And then at the age of 20, when I found out what had happened to him, I just was like ready to shut down.
Yeah.
But my dad talked to him one day and he said, Barry, Chris hasn't given up on you or your mother. And he want me to tell you that he's praying for you and your mom. And it brought tears of joy to him and his mother's eyes. And they both said, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's not giving up on us and that he still adores us. And he said, I'm so glad he's doing his best. I even wrote a letter to him to tell him that I haven't given up on him. And my dad got a call from him on Skype, and he said, it brings so much joy to me and my mother's eyes that he hasn't given up, that he's showing that he still believes in us and that he adores us.
That's powerful. Like it really showed. Like it's crazy because I just had a discussion with somebody. I firmly believe you just displayed love to Barry Bonds. Like you showed his family love. Like you let them know, hey, like I accept you. Like I understand the situation. I still accept you. I still support you. Like I wish you the best. Like a lot of people don't take that approach. So I commend you personally for that. I believe in trying to accept people. Like and you clearly accept it. And that's not the easiest thing to do because again, the allegations against him are kind of heavy. So again, like you're supporting him. You're showing him, hey. You have a support system outside of just your family, and that can go a long way for folks. So I commend you for doing that, Chris. That means a lot because again, he called you up, right? That made you feel good. You remember that moment. So I'm assuming that also played a part in you reaching out. Oh wow, this guy who I reached out to, you didn't have to do that, and he did that. Like I think that definitely spoke volumes. So like that's a great story, bro. Like that's
because on top of that, when I was in high school. My dad had pulled up, was dropping me off. It was my senior year in high school. And he pulled up to my school. And I told him, before I got out the car, I had tears came out of my eyes. And my dad said, son, why are you crying? What's wrong? And I said, can you please let Mr. Bonds and his mother know I'm not giving up on him. And I'm praying for him.
Yeah. Like I'm sure they felt, like I said, like they felt that, like they felt the love and support from you through your dad. Like that meant a lot to them. So you always need support in life. You always need support. So I'm definitely happy that you did that, Chris. That's a good moment. That is a great moment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how to necessarily classify this next topic. Maybe we should have done the Barry Bonds one last. I don't know. That was a good little segment there. Especially with how this team is playing. The Warriors. You're a Shaun Livingston fan, right? And I gotta say, some people say I look like Shaun Livingston. So I check my other videos. I look like him. Why are you so high on Shaun Livingston right now? Or what made you so much of a Shaun Livingston fan?
I actually one day went to go pick up food with my dad. And me and my dad saw him. We were in line one day getting sandwiches because my mom had called up my dad and said, hey, pick up some lunch, please. And my dad said, okay, I'll go do that right now. Chris, you want to go with me? Sure. Why not? We go pick up the sandwiches and me and my dad are in line.
Okay.
And I said, Dad, is that who I think it is? And he looked and he goes, wait a minute. He plays for the Warriors, doesn't he? Yeah, he definitely does. Is that Shaun Livingston? And he asked me, and I said, yeah, that is him. He walked up to him and he said, after he got his sandwiches, he said, I'm going to be honest with you. I like what you're doing for Steph Curry, young man, you're doing a great job by helping him out, and God bless you on that. I want you to know that. And he said, and the guy just he nodded his head and said, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much." And I'm glad to hear that I got a Warriors fan here that really loves and endorses the Warriors. So,
I mean, they're a fan. A lot of people like the Warriors, especially considering the fact that they've been winning championships over the last 5, 6, 7 seasons now. So it's like you got a whole bunch of bandwagoners out there. They probably could use Shaun Livingston right now because that bench is looking a little tricky. The starting 5 this year has been straight, but the bench is a little shaky. And that's where Shaun Livingston used to come off of the bench for them. So, hey, Shaun, maybe you need to suit back up, my boy. Get a nice little workout session in and then suit back up, man. Because hey, they really could use some help at the bench position. But, Chris, let me ask you this, and since we're here now, we might as well just pull up their stats real quick. Like I said, the starting 5 is cool. Like Steph Curry, 33 points. It's nothing to scoff at. Andrew Wiggins give me 18. I could see a solid 20-piece coming from him, but they move the ball around. I get it. Jordan Poole, 15 points. Now that 15 is not really 15 though, because he's shooting about 40% from the field. And if you notice, Wiggs is like at 48. Curry's at like 51. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need Poole to bring this up more like 45, 46. Even then, I'd like to see it a little higher, but I'll settle for 45, 46. Clay, I don't know. It's getting a little shaky. But again, the gravity he brings, you're assuming he's going to be all right. Like this Warriors team, like I said, they could use help at the bench position. What's your take on the Warriors so far? Because like their bench is usually the younger players. So what's your take on the younger players this season so far? Like, are you losing hope on the young players, or are you still confident that the young players will be fine going forward?
I'm still believing in them youngsters.
Okay.
They still got a lot to learn, but it takes time.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's something that they got to adjust to. You know what I mean? And they still are learning. So I'll give them that. They keep on doing what they're doing, then they could, be able to push it forward. So that's what they got to do. They got to keep pushing forward and try and like, oh, okay, here's what I need to work on. I need to do this a little better. That's what I think that their coach wants the younger ones to do.
Keep progressing. I get that.
And with the older players, he's like, hey, look, take them under your wing, show them what they need to do a little better, and learn from you guys. Have them shout at you for a bit. So that's what I think about them. You know what I mean? That's what I think they need to start doing.
Okay. I feel like they've been doing that, but for whatever reason, this season is not coming to fruition as fast as like people are anticipating. So, I'm fine with the team. I do think they are a little bit of a disappointment right now, but it's also early. You saying they shadow players. I think, who is it? Jonathan Kuminga. He's shadowed people enough, so I need to see him produce a little bit more. Like it was a year 2 now, so he's still young. Year 2, year 2. So like he's still relatively young, but still, like we've seen you playing. I want to see a little bit more polish coming from Jonathan Kuminga. I'm not expecting a lot, but I'm expecting a good amount. Same with James Wiseman, although I might be a little bit more lenient. It's his first year essentially. I understand why he might come off looking a little shaky, but I'd say around that 30-game marker, I'm expecting James Wiseman to pick it up too. Because, all right, you're
true.
Who's extremely athletic, and you know what? you can replicate what Kevon Looney does. Kevon Looney is very solid. He's very productive at his job, at his role. But Wiseman has more potential. He's a better player long term. So I'm expecting to see that. So I do hear you. They need to shadow some players, but I also look at players like a Klay Thompson who need to improve their play as well. Again, shooting 36% from the field is not the best thing to do play.
Right.
You understand you didn't play a lot, but you played last season. So now that excuse really isn't there as much. Like we understand you're coming back from injury, but still we need to start seeing a little bit more old school play, or else might start considering whether or not Klay needs to come off the bench, whether or not Draymond needs to come off the bench. Like that, we might need to start having those discussions if players aren't playing a little bit better, a little more consistently. That's all. But I don't necessarily think we're there right now. Like I said, it's a little bit early, so give the Warriors some time. But we will have to revisit that at a later time. Like I said, it's not too far off track where Klay's gonna have to eventually come off the bench.
Right.
And you pay him well. He's won a lot of championships for you. But eventually his production will start to dip even more so. And maybe
he'll be able to get a little bit better, you know. It takes time
get a little bit
to
better.
progress.
Exactly.
Like tossing the hair, you know. Slow and steady wins the race.
Yep. So as Klay declines, hopefully one of those young boys start to incline, and at the right time, hopefully you can just take over Klay's spot, and Klay coming off the bench will still be fine. So I'm not
right.
But like I said, maybe they need Shaun Livingston to help them out. I don't know, Shaun. You can give him a shot, see what happens. You pretty versatile last time I checked. Iggy about to leave, so run it back, see what happens. But we'll find out. I doubt he does it. But it sounds like you and your dad might be able to talk to him because it sounds like y'all just know everybody. I don't. It's wild. It's crazy. Like that's insane. I need to get your dad on the show. Maybe he got some connects for us. I don't know, Chris. Like it sounds like y'all pretty connected. But I definitely appreciate you coming on the show, my guy.
No problem. You know, thank you for having me.
Yeah. I got to have you up here with Chris so that way, we can try to see exactly how this will go because both of y'all named Chris. So I'm like, Chris, one of y'all be like, both of y'all be like, huh? I'm like, all right, I'm going to call you CG. I'm going to call him CC. See how it goes. He might not like it though. But do you have anything you want to say before we close up shop, Chris?
No, not really. To be honest, you take everything away. So that yeah, everything. I would say.
Okay.
They hopefully they jump back into it. Same thing with the Giants. I mean, what they should have done, what San Francisco Giants should have done, is literally kept my role model and let him be a head coach again. And show them youngsters, how to hit the ball.
Who are you talking about?
You know who I'm talking about? B.
Who?
B. Bonds.
No, I mean like what? You said that Giant. Sorry. I thought you were talking about the. Sorry about that. I got you. I'm trying.
Be honest with you, they shouldn't let him stay as a hitting coach.
No, I got you. I'm tracking. I was thinking the New York Giants when you initially said it. They're more relevant than the Giants right now, so that's why I was thinking that Giants. But I got you. Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate that. We'll can look more into that too. Like maybe might be a little late. Ugh, that was a minute ago, but hey, it is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all watching the show. Thank you all for coming. Chris, thank you for coming on this show. I appreciate it.
No problem, brother. No problem. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Like I said, we'll definitely do this again. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all have a good one. Take care.
Oh, I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. We get buckets around here.